Welcome guys to a brand new video on Wuthering Waves. Now in today's video I want to talk a little bit more about Augusta and how excited I am for this character, but also how this character is a much needed unit. Okay, the Electro element or the Electro team currently in the game is not as good as the other meta teams in the game. Honestly, this is the weakest element we currently have in game, and it is definitely a requirement now that we should get a new Electro team that actually is going to be on the same level as all the other top tier teams we currently have right now. Now, I am not saying Yilin, Zhangli Yao and Shorekeeper is a bad team. I am just saying they fall short compared to the current new teams that we've been getting, where Folova, if you have her weapon and you have Cantarella, if you have Katefia with Chikona, if you have Carlotta and her own specific team, those teams literally do a lot of damage and they are very good. Okay, I'm not trying to say the Electro team is terrible. It's just the damage from these teams are very insane. Now Zhang Liao on the other hand, in my opinion, is still relatively used, however only used on the lowest stage of the Tower of Adversity, just to clear these stages easily. The lower ones where all you have to do is use his ult, they all die, and that's it. You rarely use you rarely use Zhang Liao in the later stages of Tower of Adversity, unless you are a free-to-play player who does not have multiple teams built already. Then yes, I can see why you guys will still use Zhang Liao. But for people who already have few teams already, Zhang Liao and Yinlin and Shorekeeper isn't your go-to team for clearing the harder content, unless they are heavily buffed in the Tower of Adversity with the buffs in there. So I honestly will say I do expect Augusta over here to be the new premier, in fact maybe top tier DPS character alongside Katefia as well. Based on what? Well, when a character is released like this, the same way they did with Katefia, you gotta know that this character is meant to be loved by everyone, and this character is going to be absolutely insane. They did this for Katefia. She came out with amazing animations, and guess what? She came out with amazing damage as well. And then they go ahead and release a character like Augusta in this way. You've got to understand they are really hyping up this character, and to make sure that this hype is well lived, she is going to be absolutely insane. Now, is she going to get a support character in the future that will help her dish out more damage? Probably. I don't know what her best in slot team is going to be. I don't think it's going to be with Yinlin, in my opinion. Yinlin has unfortunately fallen off. Okay, Yinlin has unfortunately fallen off. Not the best anymore. If you go over to tier list, I know everyone doesn't like looking at tier lists, but Yinlin has actually fallen off. If I can even find her, where the hell is she? Yeah, guys, she's sitting here. This is not as good. Okay, this is not good. Okay, now what else can we get? We are going to be looking for a support Electro character in the future. I don't know who's that's going to be. Okay, the devs did release a bunch of characters that we should expect to be released, but I won't be surprised if one of them could possibly be that support character that she requires, or they might just release a new character that wasn't shown and yeah, basically will be her support character. Now, am I going to heavily invest in this character? Absolutely. I don't know if the devs have released the weapon, but I have seen the weapon design, guys. The weapon design is insane. Okay, it is crazy, and her playstyle, I feel like she's meant to be an on-fielder. Easily you can tell she's meant to be an on-fielder who does massive amount of damage. That is the type of playstyle I really like. So I will be summoning for her weapon. I will be going for her as well. And honestly, I was still summoning a bit for Folova. I know I already released a video saying I was skipping this character, but I can't lie, I like the fact that she was versatile. You can use her in multiple teams. So I was really tempted to pull in her weapon and her, but I needed to pull her weapon first. Okay, that I did 2 multis in a weapon, that didn't get me anything. Actually 3 multis, that didn't get me anything. I was going to do more, but then the devs decided, you know what, let's talk about Augusta. Let's go ahead and release gameplay footages of Augusta. And that honestly sealed it for me. There was no reason for me to go for Falova anymore. I need an Electro team. Okay, I already have Camellia as my premier what's it called, Havoc team. Electro team, I don't like using Yinlin. I don't like using Zhang Liao. Literally, I only use Zhang Liao for the lower stages of tower adversity. I don't even use him in Whimpering Waste. I don't use him at all. He's just sitting in my box. Same with Yinlin. Those two are just sitting there doing nothing. Again, Zhang Liao is also a pretty good character, but again, he has fallen off as well. The Electro team is in need of help. Okay, so the Fusion team is actually good as well. As you can see, Fusion team, Spectro team, and we have our own Glacier team. We also have the Aero team all up here. As you can see, I feel like the ones who've definitely gotten much love is definitely the Spectro team, with two absolutely insane teams right now that can be insane in terms of damage. And now we have Aero team with Katefia, who is just undeniably insanely crazy in terms of DPS. And then we got the best, one of the best single target damage dealer, Carlotta. If you saw the gameplay for Augusta over here, she looks like she'll be dishing good AoE damage as well, like single target boss damage. She just looks crazy. She has two ults as well, or two. She has a transformation ability, and then she does another ult similar to Katefia as well. The devs are pissing me off because they keep releasing characters that actually have insane animations that you want to summon for. But Augusta is a much needed character, and I do feel she might be a must-have, especially for people who wants to have a good Electro team. This is going to be that character. Possibly. Again, I'm talking as if I know for a fact, but I know Kuro. Kuro will not shaft a character like this. It literally is impossible. What they could possibly do is make her weapon mandatory, similarly to Falova. I hope they don't do that. I will be getting a weapon anyways, but I just hope they don't make it as like insane as Falova in terms of the weapon just providing insane buff. We might get a new map exploration expansion, sorry, because you see a new Echo that we currently, I don't think we have this Echo right now in the game, the one that's like a dragon. So we might get a new map expansion as well, so that's going to be interesting to see as well. I love her gameplay as well. I honestly think she might be my favorite in terms of like normal attack NAD strings, or I think that's called it, normal attack strings. I really like this. And I mean, Katefia also is peak. Don't get me wrong. Katefia's own animations with a NAD strings and a skill is actually crazy good. And that's why I went C2. I might potentially go C2 as well, but we also know Luno is coming out as well. And I would rather get two characters than trying to hype her or really invest in Augusta by getting, actually no, I do have the core stuff to get extra dupes for her. I might get her C1 actually. It'll be easy for me to get her C1 actually. I might have to top up a bit though as well, but I don't need to top up, sorry, to get her weapon and her, but you know, to get Luno I might have to top up. I'm not getting Luno's weapon though, I'll just get her. She's a gauntlet character. I do have two gauntlets available right now, one Spectro. I don't think it's the Zani one. I don't think it's going to work for Luno, unfortunately. And then we have the free-to-play one, 5-star one, and that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I don't care for Falova anymore. Falova who? So I honestly noticed that I do, like once a new character is announced, I forget the old ones. I move on. I mean, not the same with Katefia. Katefia is still one of my favorite characters in the game right now. But I do like the elements. Fire and Electro are my two favorite elements in every gacha game I've played, any game I've played, because the animation is always bright, always insane. You can't mess up an Electro character unless you don't bring more electric animations and effects. If you don't do that for electric character, you just fumbled, okay? With same thing with the fire characters, you don't add a lot of fire animations, you fumbled with a character. I was so surprised with Katefia because she's an aerial character, and I usually hate wind style characters. They don't usually have insane animations, okay? But look at what Wuthering Waves did. They surprised me. Now, this is again not the entirety of animations, I don't think. I think there's still more missing that we can't see. Maybe her forte gauge, but we definitely seen the ult basically. This is definitely the entirety of her ult, maybe. I think the only thing we're probably missing is the forte gauge. Let me see again. So this is the NAD strings, you can obviously tell. Nat strings, normal attack strings, basically. And wait, actually, that might be a forte. Actually, when she went like this, did that star thing. Oh no, that's probably her skill. Oh no, is this her skill? Actually, is this her skill? This could be her skill, and then this is her alt. Oh, I was expecting it to be, oh, okay, that could be true, actually. Anyways, interesting character, very excited. For Lova, who? Nah, I was joking. It's been about Ace the Gamer. She's definitely a much needed character. She is definitely going to be a character that everyone's going to feel like they want to summon for. She's just an Electro character that's probably going to push the elements and the team high. So yeah, I'm hoping that support character isn't, I hope she can work with any of the other support characters we currently have right now, and she's not going to be one of those characters that needs 2 premium characters. Okay, I hope she works extremely well with Shorekeeper, does not need any other healer style buffer. She just needs another support DPS that helps. Oh, Yinlin could be fine with her, I don't know. Okay, it's been your boy AC Gamer. Maybe they should buff Yinlin. Actually, I do think they should buff Yinlin. Her damage, her personal damage is a bit lacking, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe they could do that with a new set, because she's an Electro character. They might release a new set for Electro that will help Yinlin as well, make sure her damage is better. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and let me know if you guys are going to be signing for her. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.